Hey, welcome back. It's a Women Wednesday on Liquid Lunch. You're watching Liquid Lunch as you do every day, noon to 2 Eastern on Newsmax TV. I'm John TABACCO, and every single day we buzz through 2 hours with the best guests, the best people, the most informative, intelligent folks you ever want to know. We ply them up with question, tequila, and vodka, and they say the truth. And then at the end of every show, Frank corrects all the mistakes that I said that weren't truth. And we're going to wrap up hour one now, where I'm going to correct you, my friend.
I'm ready.
Just quickly. Every day, our loyal viewers, apparently, I think from my methodology, there's maybe 8,000 or 10,000 people who are watching the show every day. So you know, in the last segment, the WTF, What's the Facts, Frank corrects all my mistakes. And today, the one big one, managing editor, in print, in black and white, he made me introduce Natasha Lee Hamilton and talk about her new product as Talk to Trash. And it was Talk to Tash.
Okay, first of all, I take responsibility because that was a typo, because I was being rushed, because you were outside my building saying, come on, we have to walk over. So had I not been rushing, I think I would have double-checked that. However, you have now, for the third time today, referred to her as Natasha Lee Hamilton instead of Natasha Leith Hamilton. So Lee Hamilton was the vice chair of the 9/11 Commission. No relation, as far as we know, to Natasha.
All right. Well, you know what? After this segment, you're out.
Yes.
And she's in.
Oh,
and
boy.
I'm going to make up
It's
for all the
about time.
times I mistakenly referred to her new program and her last name. And
Speaking
Natasha Leith Hamilton will be joining me for hour two.
Speaking of mistakes, what is the story with that haircut?
Well, folks, if it's not a WTF, when he's on his way out the door, he makes sure to come in with a couple of heavy backhands. And let me tell you, you're right. I went to my usual guy, Alex, at Blue Chips Barbershop downtown, and I was practicing my Albanian accent with him. The guy chopped me to pieces because I wasn't paying attention. So, yeah, Alex, thanks for this. And by the way, for the crew and everyone, I got this cut for your wedding, so I'm looking good, and I could have it grown in and everything by Saturday and looking fine. But today, Cece had to do magic to make this look like hair. But as I was going out, he says, oh, also, partner, let me tell you something. You tell your team to shoot you down, not up. The double chin, you don't look good. That's what he tells me, my barber. You just chopped me to pieces, and now on the way out, you tell me I look fat on television. Like, well, what kind of guy is this? Let me tell everybody to come here from now on, Alex.
Did you pay a lot of money for that haircut?
No, I paid 20 US.
All right, well, that's
And
about standard.
speaking of U.S., you know, I always talk about the Godfather. He's my friend in the currency business. He always gives me the updates, what's happening with the Fed. Very happy birthday to the Godfather himself, Matty Fleming.
Now, one thing I want to come back to, we began this show by reading the transcript of the phone call that President Trump had with President Zelensky of Ukraine. And I just want to reiterate one portion of it that I read earlier. Because remember, Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff and Gerald Nadler, they want to establish the narrative that he was putting pressure on Zelensky through foreign aid to open this investigation, a Ukrainian investigation into Biden. But listen to what Trump said. I'm just rereading one paragraph here.
Read it.
He said, I would like to have the Attorney General call you or your people, and I would like you to get to the bottom of it. As you saw yesterday, that whole nonsense ended with a very poor performance by a man named Robert Mueller. An incompetent performance, but they say a lot of it started with Ukraine. Now, what does Robert Mueller have to do with Joe Biden and Hunter Biden? Nothing. So this is a paragraph that reads as Trump asking Zelensky to provide information related to the origins of the Russia probe and with the Mueller investigation, not for any Ukrainian investigation. You know, you hear what he said there?
I understand what you're saying.
He's asking for information regarding the genesis of the Russia probe.
That's right.
And the Mueller
We're
investigation.
looking at this Steele dossier. We're looking at these people from Perkins and Coie, who was Hillary's law firm, who put together the dossier, and then they shipped it over to Steele, who's this busted up, broken down former intelligence agent who's a double agent and a triple agent, and he leaked it out. And all of a sudden, this got second sourced by the liberal media. Oh, there's a dossier out there. So the New York Times reported it, and Wall Street Journal reported it, so it must be real, and then they give it in to get the FISA warrants.
And the only other thing that
if these guys were Italians, there'd be a RICO case against them.
And the only other thing that I'll add, John, is that 2 years ago, or actually a year and a half ago, Senator Bob Menendez and Senator Bernie Sanders, they put pressure on Ukraine and their prosecutors to investigate Donald Trump.
Right.
So they were doing the same thing that they're now accusing Donald Trump of. I think people, the average ordinary person, this all becomes just a mess to them. I don't think people follow this stuff too closely.
In hour two, we do the most amazing thing on television that no one else does. It's a trick because we're actually telling the truth. We bring in a Democrat, a Republican throughout the topics of the day. They mix it up. I have a drink. At the end, we part friends. But thoughtful discussion will be had right here a little later on.
Well, discussion.
And we'll talk with Tim Collins and Jaden Horan and about why Joe Biden said, fire the prosecutor investigating my son within 6 hours or I'm cutting $1 billion from you. All that and more in hour two.